Choosing the Overwatch Workshop best custom games is by nature highly subjective. Unless Jeff Kaplan comes out with a list of the most played Workshop modes so far, then the job is easy. The numbers are here to back us up, and I can deliver to you the top 10 Overwatch Workshop game modes without involving any personal opinion. All I will do in this video is to shortly present these Workshop creations, starting with number 10 and up to the number 1 most popular game mode. I also fetched the last iteration of those Workshop codes and tested them out so I can give you one useful tip for each one of those best Overwatch Workshop modes. So let's jump into it. Hey guys, Alex here for Overwatch Limbo, bringing you a true experience of a competitive mode to learn, improve and grow together as better players. So if you're new here, I publish every few days guides, reviews and debunked videos to dig deeper into my Grandmaster journey. And from now on, also workshop updates and trendy topics analysis like this one. So consider subscribing for more videos like this and hitting that bell icon to make sure to be notified of all my future content. The Overwatch Workshop has been released for a little over a month, and the first stats are here. It's Jeff Kaplan himself who shared them on the Blizzard official forums, and the results are clearly very positive. The list ranks the most played Workshop game modes in terms of number of hours played, but it also gives information on the number of matches and the average number of players per game. Some modes have a couple of different versions in this tab, so I added their numbers to get more accurate ranking. But considering the evolving nature of Workshop modes, with codes that change with every single fix and update, we should not take this tab as a precise representation of people's favorite custom games, but just as a list of popular Workshop modes. That being said, let's start with an honorable mention for one of my personal favorite and the mode with the highest average players named Play as 2 Heroes. He didn't make it to the top 10, but its simple concept and great replay value should ensure he will rank up next month. So as per its name, in this mode you can choose 2 different heroes and switch in game as much as you want. The only limitation is a 15 seconds cooldown, which increases the strategy depth of the matches and disables some forms of system abuse. That doesn't mean that you can't fully take advantage of it by choosing 2 very different heroes that will be able to face a wide range of situations and enemies. My tip, add to your main a hero from another role that can deal with the heroes you are weak against. For example, pick Winston or D.Va to destroy the enemy snipers before bringing hell with fire from the sky. Alright, without further ado, let's start this top with number 10, D.Va's Space Battle. It's one of the first modes that have been developed and was a great showcase of the possibilities the Workshop had to offer. Original, fun, pretty, this mode allows players to fly in the starry sky above the Horizon Luna colony with D.Va's mech and make you fight other players in furious FFA space battles. This game mode lacks subtlety and probably won't keep you busy for a long time, but it does provide some unique feelings that are quite refreshing. My tip, keep your missiles for close-range duels, but don't wait too long before shooting them or you will waste part of your firepower when crossing paths. Next is number 9, an Emote to Kill. Another very self-explanatory title, since the only addition to this mode is to allow players to instantly kill each other by using any emote in 6v6 team deathmatch games. The key here is to know the perfect range of your instant kill ability in order to use it before your enemy does. That obviously leads to some very funny moments where all your superior efforts to bring down an enemy are destroyed by one silly dance. My tip, try to take your enemy by surprise by sneaking behind them so you can emote them to death before they see you. With number 8 Endgame, we are possibly talking about one of the most polished modes of this list. I wouldn't be surprised if this enhanced version of the deathmatch mode, also called Infinity Stones in certain versions, would be selected to be played in the arcade menu. The goal here is to gather all 6 Infinity Stones spread out around the map, either by picking them or by killing someone carrying one. Each stone grants you a substantial bonus to one of your ability, health regen, more damage, faster ult charge, etc. So the more you have, the stronger you are. But you will also be the priority target of all other players who might just gang up on you. Ultimately, it's really hard to get all the stones since it basically requires to kill 5 enemies in a row without dying, which is in a deathmatch game always a tough mission to complete. My tip, don't get involved in big group fights. Wait around the corner an opportunity and try to finish off weakened enemies. Endgame rewards smart plays more than skills. Change of style and concept with number 7, D.Va Racing. And exactly like D.Va Space Battle, this mode makes a big use of D.Va Mech thruster and its ability to fly freely at high speed. But this one doesn't involve any fighting, it's just about who is the fastest. Up to 12 participants, these races among the buildings of a Lijiang Tower map test your ability to control your flying mecha in a very old-fashioned way. My tip, don't rush into using your next speed boost without having located the next 2 checkpoints you will have to go through. Slowing down is better than getting lost. And if you hate losing track of your goal and prefer staying closer to the ground, maybe try our number 6, D.Va Bumper Kart. Yes, another D.Va only mode. The last one though, and arguably the hardest to master. In fact, at first it might be a bit difficult to understand how to bump into other mechas and push them out of the ring. The trick is that you need to wait for your opponent to be idle. You can bump into another player who has his thruster on. So my tip, track your enemy's ability usage, wait the right time to use your own to dodge their charge, and return the favor as soon as they lose momentum. Easier said than done. Okay, now that we reach halfway, let me mention that I voluntarily took out Gun Game of the list since the official version Hero Gauntlet is already available in the arcade menu. Also, don't miss out the theory of the day at the end of the video, where I will present to you one of the workshop mode recently made that I believe will make his way to the top 10 most played creation next month. And if you enjoyed the video so far, please hit that like button and share it with your friends to help me grow this channel into a real community asset. Now let's dive into the top 5, and first off comes Hammond Racing, another of the oldest workshop creation whose very self-explanatory title made it into one of the most played modes in May. I personally don't believe this is a good wrecking ball training, but just a very chill and simplistic race game which replay value is limited. With a bigger map rotation and some additions like speed boosts, obstacles, fights and such, this could get really interesting, with why not a Mario Kart feeling to it. And no doubt something more evolved will come out sooner or later. But right now, this Hammond Racing is a bit plain. My tip, use your grappling gun as soon as possible to gain your speed boost immediately and take the lead. Normally it will be very hard for your competitors to overtake you. Number 4 is very simple as well, but also a lot more fun from my perspective. It's Macri Hot Potato. The concept is obvious, a bunch of Macris are locked in a small arena throwing at each other the hot potato with a successful shot. Once the hot potato burning effect takes you down, you're out. The last Macri remaining is the winner. A good tip here is to always have an enemy in your crosshair, so whenever you get the hot potato, you can instantly send it to someone else. The next mode had 2 versions in the top given to us by Jeff Kaplan, and by adding the numbers it reached the 3rd position of this list. You might have heard it before, it's called Flappy Bird or alternatively Flappy Farah. This mode is inspired by the mobile game of the same name that's been a huge hit a few years ago. It's a cool little side-scroller where your goal is to fly between green columns without hitting them. If you do, it's game over, and the last bird flying is obviously the winner. My tip, adjust to the right altitude before reaching the gaps and just maintaining to go through them smoothly with little taps. That will drastically reduce your chances to make a mistake. And here comes number 2, Uno. Even though it's number 1 in this list, Jeff explained that since there's only one code for this mode, it was easier for it to be the most played one. And I wonder how long people will keep playing an old school card game in a modern online FPS. I understand the need for some chill environment to relax after some stressful competitive match, but why staying in Overwatch? Anyway, Uno is very popular and well made, no doubt about it. So congratulations to the person who developed it successfully. My tip, look up the rules if you never played it before, that will help you understand the concept and strategies way more than reading the mod's description. And our number 1 most played workshop mode is Floor is Lava Parkour, also called just Floor is Lava or just Parkour depending on the version. There's been a lot of iterations and variations of this mode since launch, and just the 2 codes in this list don't even measure the success of this game mode, which always have multiple sessions active simultaneously in the custom games menu. The goal is quite simple. You need to reach the last checkpoint without touching the lava floor. The goal is simple, yes, but the execution is challenging, especially if you're not used to Genji's ability and possible movements. Surprisingly, even without being a Genji player, this mode is quite addictive, and trying over and over again the same path is not frustrating at all, since the only competition there is with yourself. No real tip for this one, just observe what other players do if you're stuck, and if getting a little help turns you off, just set a private game just for yourself and try to find the way all alone. Alright, before I tell you about the really fun mode that I think will be very popular in the upcoming months, let me ask you which one of these 10 custom games is your favorite. You can answer to that and check other people's choice in the poll up there. And if you played any game mode that is not in this list and that you think should be, let me know all about it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video and want more content like this one, make sure to leave it a like and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel growing and keeps me going. Also, I will be publishing another workshop video about the most played creations in Korea soon. So if you haven't done it already, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon to make sure to be notified of all my future content. And here is the best comment of the last video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember lost is, losers are, not your mind. Theory of the day. The mode named Mountain Climb has everything to make it to the top 10 next month. It's like a 3D puzzle game where you have to figure out how to reach the mountain's peak with your current hero's abilities. It's fun, it's smart, and you have a great view. With a small competitive element added to it, it will be perfect.